Hey, it's me again. I've decided to take what is seemingly a very fragmented tale and turn it into video clips so you can kind of put it together yourself if you so choose. I am not forcing anybody to do anything. But if you do view my story, which I have faith will prevail, because it's not just my story, it's the story of the taxpayers of New Jersey, that basically there's major players and it can come down and will come down to them as if it was like a reality show. This is basically what this is, I guess. Your reality show, because it's your tax-paying money and these are the people that are abusing it. Okay, with time of the essence and the election around the corner, I need to kind of quickly go through some items with my beginning former colleague, Mayor Tom Kelleher, also known as Pope Tom, in my mediation statement, which was prepared by my lawyer, Lisa Krankel, in a lawsuit that I won in 2010 when I filed sexual harassment against Kelleher, which he committed upon me directly after my father's suicide in 2008. So essentially for 2 years, he raped me physically, emotionally, mentally, and worst of all, spiritually. And I have some religious artifacts to begin with to show, which I think, again, is the most important way you could hurt someone, would be spiritually. Directly after my father's suicide, my father was a devout Catholic, which, if anybody knows, so is Tom Kelleher. And to make a long story short, the Catholic Church says that if one does commit suicide, that they go to hell. But immediately, Tom, if you will, let's call him that, I don't really prefer to call him mayor, would say to me, no, that's not true, your dad is in heaven with Jesus, everything's okay. And boom, within 3 months, the first time he came on to me outside of the installation dinner, with Greg McGuckin just very close by, the worst nightmare of my life began. So with some evidence to prove, aside from the fact that I won the lawsuit, which only took 3 months to settle, and it was $144,000, and it was a workers' comp that covered a sexual harassment. So even though I may be a little lengthy right now, it was your money that was used to pay me off. You really need to note that. The workers' comp was bogus. It was sexual harassment. Why? Because a predator like Tom, who was the former Ocean County prosecutor, knows that someone like myself, whose loved one commits suicide and is scared for that person's eternity, when they're given gifts like angels and one of my favorites, mass cards, which I did remove that it stated my dad's name, but I'm sure that the record can be found at St. Joe's, that there's a memorial, I guess, remembrance for my dad that he paid for. And then articles like, I guess this one, for one who has taken his or her own life. After the mass card, these began. He went as far as to have a grief counselor come to my apartment in Toms River, because I don't know if anybody knows, he's a very important man, I guess, on the, is it the St. Barnabas healthcare system? So with that, he can have doctors come to people's houses in time of need, which he did. It didn't really help, but, and then the religious magazines started, so that was good, I guess, because it's making me feel better a little bit, it seemed. But little did I know, he was like I was a victim in the whole thing, but yeah, I see in retrospect. Anyways, this was very pertinent. I guess this author, Rosalie Siciliano, love that she's Italian, with the foreword by author Jim Stovall. This was given to me by Tom, as you can see, on 9/1909. He had the author Rosalie, again, there's her name, and there's her name there. Right. Dear Angela, I must say the pain doesn't go away I'm sorry. Dear Angela, I must say the pain doesn't go away for a long time. I truly hope this helps you. Get a box of tissue. Rosalie. And then R.E. especially from Tom Kelleher. So, yeah. And then there's this book, Mitch Albom, Have a Little Faith. That's Tom's writing to Angela, who taught me to have more than a little faith. Thank you, Tom. Okay. So then after like using the religious way into my life, if you will, then it turned like from religion to politics. It's amazing how the GOP's, or maybe any man for that matter, I don't know, can use God in politics and intertwine them, because it is a great way to bait one, and I was baited that way. So led to believe that success was in Republican Party and that I should act and do as they did. I had another book, could you believe it, another book given to me from a political event I went to. Imagine that. This was, as you can see, the Women of Distinction fashion show that the caregivers give every year. We had Whitman and we had Clark. I have pictures of me with them. I still have to find them. They're tucked away. But I'd like to show you the book, Mary Higgins Clark. If you're watching this, I'm yet to read the book, but I will. Oh, oops, that's upside down. Silly me. Oh, it's because I put the cover on wrong. Sorry. Sometimes I'm clumsy. Okay, so where's her? Here we go. Okay. For Angela. Hope you enjoy my newest. What did she write? I don't know.
Child.
What is it?
Child.
Child. Oh my God, her name's Child. I'm so sorry. Congratulations on the birth of this book. Just take my heart. All best. Mary. I like her little stick person. Mary Higgins Clark. 5/2009. Okay, so there's a lot more. I have more. But you know what? I'm thinking I should save some of it. What do you guys think? Maybe we'll come back to Tom Kelleher later. Next, we're going to go to George Gilmore. See you soon.